Recording is on.
And that's how I came to know about Ramil, because Ramil posts a lot, and we both know each other from ACI, and so uh, oh, just someone, sorry, uh, fellow Jitster. Oh, okay. Anyway, so it's really good to meet Ramil, and um, Ramil, I've seen is very involved in the machine learning space. He builds tons of projects. So last week we all met Nora, and you all saw how she was very focused on one thing and building a business and things like that. So we'll hear from Ramil as well what he's up to. And just like last week, everyone, this is a big showing, Ramil, because this is our last quarter at ACI. So ACI
Wow.
unfortunately is closing shops. So most of everybody else is everybody here, are all trying to finish up, and so are very
Hmm.
interested in knowing what is going to, what you're all going through, and I know you sing to an extent, Michael, Alex, Nora, few people that are really active, and so this is mostly, think of it as a session where everybody can ask questions with to you. Usually they post it in chat, and if you have something that you want to talk about, like your projects or just general advice, I think that is the format which we like. I am off mute, so this is completely your time, Ramil. Fully, it can be candid because this is the last quarter. If you all want to bash ACI, it's okay. If they fire me, I'm anyway going to get fired. So it's, so it's, so have a candid conversation, and
Okay.
um, welcome, and thanks for being here. Yep.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me, Anish. We
Yeah.
had just like couple weeks, I think, during developer intermediate.
Hmm.
I know during developer intermediate course, as I remember,
Yeah.
uh, at the end of the course.
At the end of the
Yeah,
course.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
But I liked that you are building.
Oh,
You
thank you.
was one of trainer who building a lot,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you give a lot of motivation
Hmm.
about like all this building different stuff.
Yeah.
So thank you for having me, and it's good to see you all
Yeah.
here. Thank you. It's an honor for me, and congratulations with last quarter. It's like
Yeah.
big moment.
Big moment. Yeah. And so if anybody has any questions, put it in chat, or we can just get started, Ramil. And by the way, you all can
Yeah.
come off mute, show yourself on camera, and I've already told you, everyone, these are your alums. Ramil has gone through the program, and tomorrow if Ramil becomes very famous, you want him to remember you by name. And so it's good that you come off camera, just say hello, and also ask him questions, or if you're shy, put it in chat. No, okay. All right, cool.
Yeah,
uh,
and I started when I came to ACI. I was like almost like beginner
mhm.
in cloud development, in development at all. I was like maybe coding. Last time I coded maybe in 1989 or something like that when I was like a really child. And ACI really helped me to get a lot of knowledge and start building by myself.
Mhm.
Because before ACI, I had experience with like different experiences, a lot of different experiences actually, and one of them was like my own electronic commerce store. I was founder of like electronic commerce store like about 10 years or 12 years. It worked. It was like big electronic store in Russia. So if we have someone from where maybe we even like have heard about it. And it was always interesting to build by myself, build different solutions, because when you are working like on some constructor or something like Shopify or some another platform, you cannot like use all your like not use apply all your ideas and create different solutions like to in marketing, in different sales tricks, let's say it this way, and like gathering some information about clients recommendation systems. So it was good to start from where, like start my building, start to think how can I apply knowledge from ACI in marketing and building like electronic commerce stores. And then after that, I keep adding different another projects. Like I know that you already have seen Nora, and I built it IoT tool when I was like inspired by her native plants application. So I built it IoT tool. It wasn't like very difficult tool, but it was cool to use AWS IoT and use like MQTT like protocol to transfer information about like humidity and air temperature directly to the AWS and gather all this information and even create some like um, machine models to predict like temperature and maybe to like water your flowers or like cover them from like cold, because here in Washington sometimes no nights could be colder
Hmm.
or maybe very dry summer. So it's I used it this application when I was like on vacations or traveled somewhere. So it was very nice to like know what's going on with soil of my plants on balcony.
And so, is
And
there
after
what's
that,
your
mhm,
latest application, Ramil? Like anything interesting that you are?
now I'm working on free like different applications. When I get bored by one of them, I just like moving to another one.
Mhm.
So I just completed and got my um, AWS Machine Learning Engineer Associate because I was needed some like knowledge to continue working with this project, and I got this certification. It helped me a lot to gain like and systematize my knowledge, and I continue working on like maybe half a year ago. I gathered a lot of information about like mixed marital arts, like UFC, if you ever heard about it. 10 years of like UFC events,
Mm.
United Fighting Championship or wherever, and tried to like predict results of this like events, like with the knowledge of like fighters, like records, where like I don't know strikes per minute, using their legs, using their like hands, accuracy, and I built it model for predicting results. And it was like it gained only 60% accuracy. So now with more knowledge, I'm working like on this model, and the most difficult part with models if is like creating, not creating, is working with data, preparing your data. So now I think I will gain data engineer associate.
Mm.
I need to gain data engineer, and it will be like triangle of knowledge, like developer associate, machine learning associate, and data engineer associate. So it will be like it will be very cool to use all this knowledge. And my advice for all of you to like to not just keep these certifications, but to use it in your projects, and it will be much more better and easier. And after when you gain one certification, it's become much more easier to get like next one. So it wasn't very difficult for me to get my machine learning associate. I spent maybe 2 months of preparation, and now I think maybe in 3 weeks I want to get that engineer associate too, because it's getting easier when you know a lot of different like kinds of AWS.
Mhm.
So it's my goal now to get data associate data engineer associate and build some model which will be able to predict maybe at least 5% or 80% of events. That would be really cool. And I will try to use it on Polymarket if you ever heard about it.
Oh boy. I am probably going to get divorced because of that, Ramil. If you all of you have not heard of Polymarket, it's good that you don't hear about it. That's the lesson to be learned. Yeah, but
Yeah, and it's another way of I have another idea in my in my notes to use Polymarket as some platform as like sentiment prediction.
mm,
So you can get some sentiments from where and check some, I don't know, inefficiencies with real markets or like different situations
hmm
in the world. So it's just kind of hobby. It's not main income, but it's just interesting to stay stay busy,
yeah,
to
yeah.
use your brain every day and like keep thinking, keep creating something new. So
hmm
it's like my last project.
hmm
And it was just first of them, first of my projects, and I keep building my dream store, electronic store of my dream, where will be maybe it will be some kind of template, even template, which will be able to use to anyone,
hmm
like with recommendations, because we have special services in AWS, recommendation services. I think it's called AWS Recommend,
hmm
something like that. Use it and make it like interesting and inspirational, where maybe sellers will be able to use live streamings, because now it's like very popular to selling through
hmm
live streams, when you can, for example, seller can talk with their auditory. So I'm trying to gather a lot of different services of AWS in one template and maybe use it as selling platform of like 21st century,
Yeah.
which I'm dreaming of. That would be cool too.
All right. Some
Yeah, that
questions are
would be.
coming in chat, Ramil. If you can, I don't know if you can
Ah,
look at
yeah.
chat. Yeah.
Like Calcio Polymarket was specifically for mixed marital arts. I think just a model for mixed marital arts, and it will be used on Polymarket or Calcio when there will be like some events, and where I want to build something where I will have like um how to say it, efficiency of this prediction. Like if some prediction will be with 19% probabilities, will be like possible to use it on these platforms
hmm
as just like maybe for tests, just for fun. It would be cool just to know what you can do it, that it's possible. Are you getting any form of income from any of your projects? Um, Not from ACI projects, not from like projects which I made after ACI or with knowledge of AWS. If to tell you about like my third project, which are really close to real income, is you already know Nora, and one time I've been at their house as guest, and her um husband gave me like this I don't know how to say it. It's four Raspberry Pis in one system. So I built like own like local cloud, and one Raspberry Pi is like working as gathering information from one like let's say like you can use for trading like Coinbase, or you can use Kraken or in other ways. So one of them is like tracking information from one stock platform, another one from another stock platform, and the third one gathering all this information in one place, and the fourth one is like working with all this data and searching like inefficiencies.
Hmm.
So, but I'm not like located in New York, or I don't know. I cannot gain information like. with milliseconds. So when you are not gaining information with milliseconds, it's not like high frequency trading um, solution. And in our part, it's not high frequency trading solutions. So you have to predict like some situations when you have these inefficiencies. So I started to build model when which are trying to predict situations where like some inefficiencies can exist on the market, and when you can like predict these inefficiencies and put your trades before these inefficiencies like exist. And it's interesting thing, and I hope maybe in 3 or 4 months, I think even after my like data analytics, data engineering certifications, maybe I will be able to build something which really can like create some income.
Yeah.
It's possible, but not today.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know what Ramil is mentioning, like Polymarket, Kalshi, Kraken, and all these things, right? So these are like, if you've all attended Dima's class, he always shows this demo of something called as Called It, right? So these days, all these platforms like Polymarket, Kalshi, and all of them, you can essentially place bets on anything. It's for those of you who don't know. When I say anything, it's like even in Coinbase, it's like the next 5 minutes, what will be the Bitcoin price? That is exactly on future events, and most of them is just up and down. And it started with sports betting, and but now has gone to pretty much everything. It's like, will Trump talk about Iran today or not? And then there's like up or down. It's some of them are very crazy, so you can bet on politics, economics, and all these different things. And so what Ramil is talking about is, there are all these different platforms. There is Robinhood, there is Coinbase, there is Kalshi. There are all these different platforms, and you sometimes don't get the real data in some of them, if I understand you correctly, Ramil, right? And so, and some of
Yeah.
them you do get like more faster data. So what Ramil is trying to do is exploit that system, where if he has if he's trying to place a bet on Robinhood, but the culture has already come up with the correct price already, then he can place that bet on Robinhood and actually win it, because the outcome. I don't know, Ramil, if that's what you are
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about, but
Yeah.
yeah. So
And
that.
and sometimes prices can be like different.
Mhm,
Like usually we're really close, but sometimes when it's like some news are coming or some like special situations in the world
mhm,
or some time periods of
mhm,
a day where maybe like even like up to 1% of difference. So you can like do something with it.
mhm,
Maybe like some kind of make some kind of prediction,
mhm.
but you have to know it like a couple seconds before.
Yeah.
And it's impossible to know it couple seconds before. And where like and here is like machine learning helps us to
Mhm.
predict it,
Awesome,
all the
man. Yeah,
situations.
that is such a cool idea. But yeah, I will not talk too much about Polymarket and Couchy. Like I said, I know too much about them. After some time, Subrata is asking the question: does Polymarket have potential to fetch money for you? If you don't know, Subrata, best idea is don't know. Okay. Or use Ramil's too. After Ramil is done,
Yeah,
use
yeah.
an educated tool to do this. But so you have some other questions
Yeah.
coming in,
Hmm.
Ramil. Yeah. So what is your current set, from John's question? What is your current set up to continue coding, building, and if what costs are related to your ACI projects? Um, you see that one? Um,
Yeah. Current step. mm, I'm not sure if I like understand it
yeah,
correctly, but
your
my current setup is just
current
like
setup, like
mhm.
like what is it you use in AWS and stuff?
I'm just doing it like on my like laptop and one screen. And you also like ChatGPT helps me. I'm not like I don't know why, but I started with ChatGPT like even before ACI, and that somehow I just attached to this like transformer system, and
Mhm.
somehow I'm working with it. Maybe I have to try Anthropic too. These days, it's getting more and more interesting,
Mhm.
and maybe some even like training models from AWS models. But yeah, I'm using ChatGPT, using like this just Visual Studio and
Mhm.
creating everything where. And Bedrock also helps me. SageMaker helps me a lot. At SageMaker, I'm advising you to like to try to use SageMaker.
Mhm.
Just be careful with spending, where SageMaker allows you a lot of like different things, and you can build there like your own models without any like knowledge about coding. You
Mhm.
can just add the all the information like in CSV format, and after model might create you something interesting. Just be careful with spending. It's maybe like cost some money.
Yeah. And SageMaker, we don't teach in ACI, right? I don't think
Ah, mhm.
we do not. Yeah.
I,
So, um,
yeah,
yeah.
just some kind of like new things.
Hmm. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you are teaching Bedrock, right?
No, I'm not teaching the AID course at all. And this time I'm teaching something
Mhm.
totally different. I'm doing the CI/CD stuff. But
But on in other courses, I think Bedrock
yeah, Bedrock is
mhm,
more,
is available.
yeah, like money, you don't have to worry too much because it's
Hmm.
serverless and, but SageMaker, you're absolutely right. If you want the full pipeline that you have more flexibility in SageMaker to build to train a model, to deploy your own custom Docker container and, you know, so that is really big advantage. But like, Ramil is saying, if you all start trying to learn SageMaker, be very
Hmm.
careful about the cost because
Yeah, yeah.
the training instances will charge you only for the time for which you're training. Okay. So that is fine. But there are these inference machines, where once you deploy your model and your model is actually going to go through an inference cycle and it's going to do your predictions, like in Ramil's case, right? At the end of the day, if he has he has built a machine learning model that can predict an event before it happens. And I think Lauren had a very good word for that. I was just reading your comments. Yeah. Something, yeah, okay, so it's proactively, if you can predict it like preemptively, then the model has to be continuously running, right? Which is very different from the principle of
Hmm.
Bedrock. In Bedrock, only if you access an API call to Claude or to Llama or anything will you be charged. But with SageMaker, this model that Ramil has built, that container will be hosted somewhere, okay, and that will constantly be charging you. So that's what Ramil means by you have to be conscious about costs when you are trying out SageMaker, especially when you do SageMaker pipelines and that kind of stuff, because which is it's
Hmm.
really good for scalable deployments. And but I just wanted to add that point, to what
Yeah, and it's built like hourly.
yeah, it's built hourly,
You
exactly.
should pay.
Uh-huh.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like for current timeline for specific project, usually I'm doing it like in very short period of times. In 15 months of ACI, it took me 15 months to complete all this like course. I built 10 personal projects, and after that, like I finished 1 year ago. And after that, I started to build like larger projects, and now it's like maybe I finished after that 5 projects, I think, in a year. And I documented them. I put them to LinkedIn, all these projects, and it's good to stand out and good to gain like some new people, get some connections. So my now advice is to uh, keep posting on LinkedIn. It
Yep.
really helps,
Yep.
and like support each other. My main advice is to support each other on LinkedIn. It's really cool to have like when you have this auditory. a lot of people. You can make write some comments, write some ideas, and it really helps.
Yep, yep. Yeah, that's what I was telling the other day also, LinkedIn
Hmm.
is your friend, because
Hmm.
you have to, promote yourself, and I already gave your LinkedIn to the class, Ramil. So hopefully, if you see some
Mm.
connections coming
Yeah.
in, it's
Mhm.
from our class. Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you.
And then Subrata with polymarket.com. Yeah. Okay, hot tip. Don't use the web version. Okay, web version is blocked in the US, just FYI. So the mobile version is what Polymarket. They expose the
Hmm.
API,
Hmm.
but if you want to make money and stuff, you
Hmm.
should use the mobile version. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
and you always can use it just like for tests,
for tests, yeah,
just for fun.
just
Hmm.
for fun,
Hmm.
yeah. And they expose their API,
Yeah.
which is the best part, and
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
with Polymarket, definitely try that. Yeah.
I like that you know a lot of things about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's
We're working in same
only, yeah,
area.
yeah. No, I'm also building my own thing, Ramil. Except I'm losing all the time. That's
Mm.
that's the only difference. But
Ah,
Polymarket's very interesting if you're all somebody's interested in the blockchain technology and things like that, right? Polymarket started from this Polygon sort of an idea where it's a decentralized way of you know um, all this
yeah, yeah,
sports betting and stuff. So which almost everybody else is a closed system. So um,
yeah.
that.
And another interesting thing is decentralized finances
Mhm,
with tokenized stocks and tokenized things. If we will start building agents, it will be really cool,
mhm,
like to connect your agents with tokenized solutions. So there are a lot of things
mhm.
going on these days.
Isn't that dangerous though? Because then you run into things about like regulation in the markets and such.
Absolutely.
Like if they're trading automatically,
Um, you can
like
do
it's
it
a
for
concern
like
at
as
least.
tests. You can do it as tests, like for just test your ideas, check it,
Oh,
like
okay. Thank you for
like
clarifying.
yeah, just like no need to maybe create real trades. You can just check it.
Yeah, sure. Right. So just to make sure it works.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No skin in the game. Got it.
At least you will have something to talk about with recruiters or in other people's on conferences, and it's just good to know like all this stuff. I think
That's super, super advice. Yeah. And then, uh,
labs in the certificates so that you can learn how to effectively use SageMaker about SageMaker. I will advise Cloud Quest machine learning role. There are a lot of like interesting labs, and it's for free. It will be free. I think it's about 20 labs where during ACI I completed all Cloud Quest, and there are about 330, 40 I think, or 50 labs, and it's really helpful in different domains. I think there are 6 or 7 domains on Cloud Quest,
is
and it's really
anybody
cool.
not
But it's
familiar with Cloudcast? You can ask Ramil now on what. So I hope
Mhm.
everybody's familiar with what CloudQuest he's talking about.
Are you having any main job right? So um, I I moved to US 5 years ago, and I'm self-employed. I'm self-employed, and it's easier to tell you not I'm what I'm not doing than to tell you what I'm doing. Like um, as my main part of jobs, I am like training dogs. I'm sometimes like during evenings I can even like deliver some food like for 1 hour or some short period of time. I'm just like keep trying to keep busy and trying to cover my bills, to keep building and do my stuff. So it's just like different, a lot of different ways of earning money to keep working on my projects.
Do you have
And
any plans
I
of monetizing anything, Ramil? Like, or like, are you going like an investor sort of a route, or what's sort of your um, plans with
I
your
have
products? Yeah.
I have this kind of plans, but I think uh, if one of these ideas will work,
Hmm.
I will not need like any investing or something
Yeah.
something else.
Hmm.
That will be just enough. That would be just enough. And I keep sending my resumes, keep applying to different jobs. I worked with career services. Uh, they helped me a lot with building my resume and sending all of these resumes to different like companies. But it just like didn't haven't worked out yet.
Hmm.
Maybe it will work, maybe not. And and for me, it's important to love what I'm doing, to
Awesome. Yeah.
like work which I'm doing, and I like where I'm now. I like all that's like all things that's going in my life at this moment.
Super. Yeah.
This is Lauren again. I just wanted to comment on that and say thank you for your honesty and for obviously being so committed to yourself and your values and goals for yourself, because I think it's so easy in this day and age for everyone to lose sight in pursuit of just trying to make ends meet day to day of what really matters. And it's clear that you are very tied to your values as a person and making sure that you are having a good life where you can look at
Yeah,
yourself at the end of the day and really be content. And I feel that many people undervalue that as a life goal. So really kudos to you for recognizing the importance of that and for what is important to you as a person and for living that out. And
yeah.
also for
Thank you.
working very hard because you have a lot of very impressive projects, sir. So thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you, Lauren. Thank you so much. Thank you. I forgot to tell you about my another projects for my soul, for my heart. I have like YouTube blog about dogs. I'm just dog person. I like dogs, and it's like YouTube blog where I'm just filming different dogs, and I'm making dog photography also, and dog films. And last time I traveled to Indonesia to feed dogs there, just feed dogs and like give some medications to them, heal their like painful areas, like wounds, heal their wounds, and give them water. It's so like it helps a lot to be like better as person, to be connected with nature. And I'm planning maybe this summer I will go again and help to some dogs, because in the US everything's fine with dogs.
Hmm.
Dogs are really happy here, but in our like countries it's not so good. So
Yeah, I
I'm
remember
just
reading people spend more on their pets than they donate to
yeah,
charity most of the time. It's crazy.
yeah.
So
It's
yeah,
like we
that's
children.
yeah, yeah, that's wonderful work. Thank you for sharing that, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Subrata. Thank you. Yeah, just keep doing, keep going. And we're lucky, but we have each other. Like, we can like, keep help to each other, motivate each other, like give some advices. When I started to like post on LinkedIn, it was so interesting. My first project was like just simple website on
Hmm.
S3 bucket,
I
static
remember.
website
Yep.
on S3 bucket.
Yep.
Yeah, with dog photographies, and some like professor from Berlin Institute messaged me like, "Oh, Ramil, just like change your like like your photos location to like to cloud front, where you're still like showing your S3 bucket names." And I'm just like, wow, that's really interesting. That's really cool. And you can get some responses even from people from another part of the world. That's really cool.
Yeah, I remember, when you posted that, and yeah, now you are all like really advanced sort of comments.
Yeah,
A-
yeah, that's
and
cool.
what's your advice for some sort of networking, Ramil? Like I know you and Nora collaborated a lot at some point.
Mhm.
I know that, but like are there some groups that you're involved in that everybody here can try and like what sort of your advice, because LinkedIn absolutely, LinkedIn is, you have to be there, but what is your advice to uh,
I Here in Seattle we have work center, AWS work center.
okay.
Sometimes I'm like visiting these pair events where a lot of different persons like,
Hmm.
and sometimes I'm visiting meetups. Like I think it's meetup.com, something like that.
Hmm.
Whereas sometimes may exist different interesting meetups, like where you can go for free and
Hmm.
visit some meeting sessions. And there are a lot of like moments when on LinkedIn, some groups and some people share where like uh, some Discord channels
Hmm.
or in other places where you can share your knowledge. So just I think the main thing is just to start exploring, to show yourself to the world, and all these opportunities will find you somehow. Just some kind of magic. Just don't be shy. Like even easy project is better than like absence of projects at all. And I'm not saying that it will help you like in like today you will create some projects and push it to LinkedIn, and tomorrow you will gain a job, because I posted there like 14 projects at this moment, and it's haven't helped me yet. But anyway, it's like coiled spring, I would say. It's just like spring is getting smaller, 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 and at one moment it will gain all this like static energy to kinetic energy, and you will start moving. So I'm always happy when see someone's projects, because it's rare. I don't know why, but it's really rare.
Yeah, that's really inspiring, Ramil. Yep, and hopefully everybody in this class, is hearing him on this major point he's making, right? And like we are all friends here. You have to understand that we are our support network. Like if Ramil posts something, I give a like. If I post something, Ramil gives a like.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
this is how we build that community. And at least amongst yourselves, it's very important that you look at Ramil's projects and see what
yeah.
he's
And
up
I
to.
really like your projects, Anish.
Mi- Mine are
And
totally
Nora's,
yeah, we
mhm, and
Nora and
Nora's
I, yeah,
projects too.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's like I would say like another motivational idea which I have. It's like Old Man and Marilyn, as I remember from the book. Like you just have to be prepared every day. You just have to be prepared to catch this fish. It's from Hemingway,
Mhm.
from Hemingway book, where old man tried to catch fish every day, and one day he like got real big marlin, and he was prepared for it. He like, just 5 days he stayed in the water and fighted with this marlin, and finally he took it out from the water. So one day this day will come, and everything will like work out. Just stay busy, stay prepared, and do your things,
Mhm.
and everything will be fine.
Thanks. Now I don't have to read The Old Man in the Sea.
Yeah, yeah, old man
That's
in
it.
the
Yeah.
sea. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hmm, hmm,
But
hmm.
seriously, though, that's a good message. I think everybody here, our day is going to come in. And what you were
Yes.
saying about building too, I find so many people are worried about what if I can't build the next big thing. Just build something.
Yep.
Hmm,
Just get started, right? That's the hardest part, is just
hmm,
getting started on making something, and then you can make it better. We can iterate, right? And make it better, but
hmm.
you have to start with something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes I feel even like tired from building. I take like couple days of rest, and then I come back with even stronger, with new ideas. Just sometimes you need to give it some time
Yeah.
to refresh like your view. Just keep doing it, even like during nights or mornings. Just stay busy. That's how you stand out from other people. It's not so difficult, I would say.
Justin has a question. Are there labs in cert trainings so that you can learn how to effectively use SageMaker without breaking the bank?
Yeah, I would say that it's Cloud Quest. You can use Cloud Quest machine learning role.
Hmm.
And there are like 20 labs, which will be really helpful.
Oh, and Dan, thank you for the link. Yeah, Dan posted the Cloud Quest.
Hmm. Hmm.
What is that dog YouTube channel, Ramil? Someone's asking. Yeah,
It's channel
put it, put
Happy
it,
with Dog.
put that link in here if you can. Yeah.
It's shorts, only shorts channel.
Oh, oh, okay.
No, just couple long videos. I tried to like to film hiking. I like hiking too, and here in Washington, there are a lot of nice hiking places to like hike and put these videos there. But then I just moved to making shorts, and it's cool too. Maybe one of you will like create some YouTube channel about your like building, and it will be popular for sure. How you build some applications. I think it will work.
Yeah. So Josh has something. Which AWS services are you most excited about or use the most for real world solutions? Anything specific, Ramil?
I like EC2. I really like EC2. It's for me. It's just like wow, like some magic to have some compute which can and different compute. As I say to my friends, like I can rent the best computers in the world just like 2 hours. It's really interesting because one of my small projects was I installed to EC2 like it was I think it was called SOAP or something like that system which can like make streaming different files. So it was like music of classical music like all the day. It was like radio, online radio with classical music, just one track of like Tchaikovsky, and every 1 minute it was like this divided by some woman voice who told you like price of Bitcoin. It was a really interesting solution. It was with um, it used AWS Poly
Oh,
to like to get price of Bitcoin from API. When Poly created like voiceover, and then this like EC2 instance get this information and send it to a stream. It was really interesting thing. It can be used maybe one day. We will trade like by voice, like on
oh, yeah.
radio.
All right. Levi says AW Cloud Quest hands-on challenges, workflows, model cards, inference, notebook, jumpstart. Absolutely, Levi.
Hmm.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
customizing, it gives you a realistic feel of how machine learning serves. And like I said, right, Ramil is one of the, at least in my books, because I know only people who I see on LinkedIn. Ramil's definitely one of those very talented people in the machine learning space. And so, if you have any questions, you should definitely message him. And then Wadzi says, "Hi,
yeah.
what project did you use for hackathon? What do you think made you win?"
I I never like put my projects to hackathons. I don't know why. I just use it like to GitHub. I putting it to GitHub, documenting it, putting it to GitHub, and posting it to LinkedIn. Maybe one day I will go and win some hackathon.
Yeah, yeah. Do
And
you
I want add. Mhm.
God, you were saying something, yeah.
Yeah, I want that, but my main education, my like bachelor degree is engineering, is petroleum engineering. Basically, I am like oil and gas reservoirs exploration and exploitation uh, engineer. And like maybe 15 years ago, I even drilled oil wells on behind North Pole. So, so doing like all this building stuff, it's just like part of a way. I don't know where will I be like in next 5 years. So I mean, everyone can do it. Everyone can build something, even with different backgrounds. And Nora, she's like ex-veterinarian. So
Yeah.
there are a lot of different examples in your groups too, I think.
Yep. Yep. And Nora talked to them last week, Ramil. Yeah, it was a very good, talk with her as well. But I remember checking for how every project we make, we are gaining experience in wrestling or trade-offs and making mistakes and fixing them. Says Dan, all those experiences stack up, and we'll have a repository of experiences we can use to talk about
Mhm.
in interviews. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, it's really possible to about Lauren's commentary. Like, it's really possible to use AWS and petroleum systems, because I worked in Schlumberger company, and now Schlumberger is in partnership with AWS.
Yeah.
Real big future in these areas too.
Yeah, I was teaching in commercial, and Schlumberger was one of the clients that
Hmm.
I was teaching for. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool company. One of like major service companies
Hmm.
of the world. I'm reading message from Lewis. Yeah, I looked at newer Raspberry Pis, but it was maybe 3 months ago, and it was moment when there was some difficulties with chips and all this stuff. So I just didn't order it, like new Raspberry Pi. Maybe it will be even more interesting, and it's a good way to like to save some money on compute, because you can just buy some Raspberry Pi and use it like just your own cloud compute, which can work just for electricity. Have you any experience with Raspberry Pis, Anish?
Yeah, a long time ago, Ramil, where I used to build these computer vision models, and run them on Raspberry Pi, which I would
Mm.
put on a camera for automatic detection of.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, Ramil. I am getting outdated. I'll be very honest. I'm. That's why it's very nice to hear all of your projects and things like that. I am more moving into, at least in my personal life, to getting funding, and that kind of
Mm-hmm.
line I'm moving. But yeah, it's Raspberry Pi I've used. It used to be one of the Jetson Nano and all of that, right? It used to be the
Mm-hmm.
best systems for computer vision
Yeah.
back in the day. Yeah, but
Yeah.
now, as Levi is saying, everything is AI. So there's a Raspberry AI card, and I was working
Mm-hmm.
with Alex, and Alex has this $4,000 machine on some NVIDIA
Yeah.
something something. So yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
And it would be cool if you will ever make this some training project where you will share your knowledge about
mhm.
funding, because for builders as me, it's always good to know some information about funding.
Yeah.
I will be ready even pay some money to get this knowledge.
No, and no, honestly, I'll tell you, everyone, I am also, I have my job at Amazon. Okay. For all the fact that I'm saying about funding and side projects and everything, I'm exactly like Ramil too. Okay. Like, I just have a team of people where, somebody else is building product, but I am always, like advertising. Ramil knows I'm on LinkedIn all the time, and, trying to, or so there is no specific way on how you can get funding and things like
Mm-hmm.
that. There's no algorithm, unfortunately. So you just have to keep building, and you just have to keep reaching out like cold emails and putting on LinkedIn that, like yesterday, in my case, we developed a partnership with Nora's company, and
Mm-hmm.
you put that out so that somebody will be like, oh, I like this partnership, what are you guys doing? So you slowly build up credibility that way. But honestly, yeah, I the only place I have funding, Ramil, is through defense departments and that kind of stuff, like
Mm-hmm.
government
Mm-hmm.
projects, which are like a separate life of mine. But I'm also
Mm-hmm.
very
Mm-hmm.
interested in consumer products, which it's I am yeah. I can talk about computer vision. I can talk about older technologies like post estimation, mascar, CNN. These are all things I worked a lot on. But the AI stuff is you know sort of
Thank you
beyond me.
for
Yeah,
this link, Dan.
yeah. Thanks, Link.
Angel investment work. That's interesting. And I think it's just a part. It's may create another problems, getting funding and
Hmm.
more money.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not easy, I think.
It's not easy at all, and so I don't have an answer either. Like, I'm doing grants. That is very different from
Mm-hmm.
products that
Mm-hmm.
you're building, and grants are very different. It's like university professors, how do they get money? Like, I'm doing that kind of work mostly. So that line of getting funding is very different. That the good thing is you don't have to split equity. Like even if you're going to investors, like what the link that Dan said and things like that, right? If you're building a really good project, like Ramil is saying, right? One of the projects he just mentioned is, can you do micro trading fast, right? And so that kind of projects, you'll have to go to, those are like investor based projects, like you need investor money, you need seed rounds
Mm-hmm.
and that kind of stuff. And so that you're really talking big money, and anytime you talk big money, right, things become much harder. The space I
Mm-hmm.
am
Yeah, yeah.
usually in is, I always want non-equity, meaning I don't want to share any part of my company with anybody else. So I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
have right now, me and Eva, who's also an instructor, we both are sharing, but but beyond that, it's so the government line is very different. So if anybody's interested in that, yeah, we can just talk. I can give you some tips on how I'm able to get that. But yeah, the investor route I have tried also, Ramil, like really hard I've tried, and I've had zero
Mm-hmm.
success, and zero.
Maybe go to Shark Tank.
Maybe go to
So,
exactly. You have to do it. You have to, yeah. If you believe in your ideas, you all have to do it. Go to Shark Tank and apply to. Even that you will find, like applying to Shark Tank, people apply for 7, 8 times and then they get into Shark Tank.
mm,
So
wow.
this grind, like what Nora was saying last week, right? Is a very hard grind that Ramil, Nora, and all doing, and all of you can see the sacrifices Ramil just mentioned that he's doing to achieve what he wants, and that's very, very respectable, um, Ramil, I should say, and yeah, I mean, I want, for people like me, I want to do that, but I will never give up my full-time job, because that line is a very risky,
Mm, yeah.
it's fully passion driven, and it's I admire people that do that. Yeah, yeah. Have you tried looking for a buyer tech intellectual property ideas? So not the product project, but the ideas behind. Then, like your forecasting stuff for broad, that could be a really big deal. So I mean, that's for you.
Yeah, that's
I mean, it's none of
actually
my
I never.
business if you've
Mhm.
tried or not, but I was just
No,
curious because it would be a different way of playing it. If
no,
somebody
I
else is
haven't
running the
tried it.
expenses and everything, and
Hmm.
then you just sort of sell the idea to them of the architecture,
Hmm.
and then they take it
Hmm.
off from there. it could, if you don't have to deal with the time and everything and running it, and they're just sort of renting the ideas from you and the development from you, that could be a way of making it work.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's why it's cool to have some like incubator platforms or something like that, where you
Mhm.
can go with your ideas and some other persons will work on like marketing for you and sharing about your knowledge like with another persons. You need someone who can like talk about you
Hmm.
for you. It's really difficult to like keep building and keep telling everyone about what you're building. It's a little bit different part of knowledge, I think like, but these days you have to like do all of these things at one moment.
Yeah, and in one of my previous DI2 classes, I actually talked about this, Ramil, Lauren, everyone, where the way I do this, right, is to Lauren's idea. It's actually, you have to put your feet everywhere, and so for that, right,
Hmm.
these days, the first thing you want to do is like Ramil, even your idea, right? If you think it's very unique, first thing is go to uspto.gov, US Patent Office, and do a provisional patent, which costs
Mm.
$120. That's it. Don't hire a lawyer. Don't, if you really think you have a good idea, first thing do is patent it or apply for a provisional patent. What that means is if someone else comes up with an idea after that, then like Lauren is saying, there are these people called patent trolls, right? So for them, you
Hmm.
can go and sell and say, hey, I came up with this idea before this person. And so then that becomes a revenue stream because they will do all the lawsuits for you and get it. But I seriously encourage all of you, if you really think like you have a very niche product or something, go to just directly go to the source, uspto.gov, file an application. I do that for every project of mine. I mean, and that, what that means is that $120 doesn't mean you have a patent. It means you have a provisional patent. You have up to a year before which you can make it into a full patent, right? And that costs a lot of money, but $120 if you can spare, and if you think you have something, um, maybe in class next time I'll show you that also. But I highly encourage you all to do that, because
Hmm.
yeah, because then, like Lauren is saying, right, that's a whole different income stream. And there are patent trolls. If you have not heard of this company, it's called Intellectual Ventures, Ramil. It's in the Seattle area. Intellectual
Mm.
Ventures, and they are
That's
basically
interesting.
that they basically buy patents and give you a royalty for every lawsuit that they make, so you don't have to do anything, so you know uh, so just the idea, like Lauren is saying, is
Hmm.
it's uh, it's a pretty good
Yeah,
thing.
and I have some ideas to send some like prototypes to like some producers,
Uh-huh.
like to productions, for example, in China. And I think before sending it there,
Yep,
it's better to think about like these patents
yep,
and all these things.
yep, definitely. It's only $120. It's not examined. There is no examiner that looks at your patent. You just get a provisional patent set of papers where it just is your idea, that's all. Okay, so it's not like you own it. But if
Thank
somebody
you.
does it after that, you have 1 year where you're protected. You get precedence on the
Hmm.
application date. So
Yeah, that's a great idea.
yeah, it's Lawrence's idea, not mine, but I just
Mhm.
say I do it every single time. Yeah. Oh yeah, Subrata put that link, everyone. Yep, please, take a look at that link. Okay.
Thank you, Subrata.
Oh wow, we are already at 1 hour time. Any other questions,
So
everyone,
fast.
before we let Ramil off the hook? And like I said, connect with him on LinkedIn. If he becomes
Yeah.
famous, you want him to remember you by name. Okay. So uh, that, that's uh, that's
Yeah,
always.
just message me. I'm always happy to like observe your ideas, maybe or like some solutions. And I have big experience in production parts. I've been CEO of large factory like maybe 7 years ago in special economic zone. So we can you can get some nice advices from me too. And I think Anish is a like great instructor. Thank you, Anish, for like motivation, gathering all of us here today. It was really honored for me to
Awesome.
be here and have this discussion.
Yep.
I will be like charged by energy all next week. I will build even more.
No, I was thinking, I should pay you guys something for coming here. Right now, I don't have a budget, Ramil, but sometime, yeah, because it is like speaker we are calling you, right? And asking you to
Oh,
present.
that's really cool for me. It's
Yeah.
just like I
Yeah.
get more a lot of energy,
Hmm.
a lot of even more ideas.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome, everyone. So,
Thank you so much.
thank you. Thank you so much. And please connect. Okay. All right. All right. Lots of nice comments coming in. Yeah.
Mhm. Thank you all.
All
I'm
right.
waiting for your posts about your certifications. I
Yeah.
will be first to liking them.
You all
Good
heard
luck
that.
with all
Yeah.
this like certifications and all your next journey.
All right.
Thank you for everything.
Thank
We're
you.
looking for your post about your provisional patent.
Yeah, yeah. I will work on it. Thanks so much. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day,
You all.
everyone. And I'll post the recording. Okay. Recording for this will be posted in
Oh,
maybe half an hour. Okay. And I'll send it to you, Ramil. I put it on YouTube and I'll make a funny face of you. So, and post it on YouTube. Yeah.
I'm
okay. I
sure he
will wait for
appreciates that,
some links.
Anish.
Yeah. All right.
Have a good one, y'all.
All right.
Later. Bye.
Later, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I will disconnect too.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye.